Hey, this is Ago, and if part of your sale in any way involves selling to senior executives or the C-suite, you're going to want to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tactics that are commonly used and commonly advocated in sales training that actually stop you from selling to senior executives. Now, when it comes to selling to the C-suite and selling to senior executives, there's a lot of advice out there. And some of it's good, but a lot of it, I would say, is either off the mark or is just passé in terms of maybe it worked even a couple of years ago, but it doesn't work in today's world. How do I know? Simple. Throughout my career of almost 20 years, I've had the good fortune of working together closely as an advisor, as a consultant to dozens of senior executives. And at some point in my career, I actually became a senior executive in a Fortune 50 financial services firm myself. So you might say I have the inside track when it comes to understanding what works in terms of selling to senior executives and what doesn't. So one thing you often hear in a sales training is in order to get to the senior executive, you need to go around the gatekeeper. You need to manage the gatekeeper. And I can't tell you how much I hate that idea. If I have someone who is a trusted confidant, an assistant, or someone who a business manager, or someone who I've hired in order to be selective about, or to be able to be selective about how I spend my time, I put them there for a good reason. I don't want people to go around them. I want people to work with them, and if they feel that it's worth my time and worth my effort, then they will tell me. So my advice is stop trying to go around the gatekeeper, stop trying to manage the gatekeeper, and instead adopt an attitude of collaboration. Work with them, understand what their needs are, understand what their boss's needs are, and you will get much further, much faster than if you use the approach of trying to work around them or somehow negotiate them out of the process. The number 2 problem I see with selling to senior executives is trying to get in their good graces. Now, if you've watched some of my other videos or maybe you've read some of our research at Ring Group, you probably heard me talk about the fact that the foundation of inside selling is to connect with people. And I really mean that. Building strong, powerful connections with people is a foundation to building strong relationships, which is a foundation to building a long-term business with them. But unfortunately, that often gets misinterpreted, and it gets interpreted as, I need to buddy up with someone. I need to become their friend. I need to somehow manage to build a close personal connection. And that simply isn't either true, nor possible or desirable. Senior executives are very selective about who they spend time with and how long they spend time with them. And there is a very good reason for that. Their time, their energy, their motivation, their focus is scarce and hugely spread out over a lot of different competing priorities. If you want to get in their good graces, if you want to connect with them, the best way to do that is to continually and consistently deliver business value. Deliver business value first. That's the key to building strong, lasting relationships with senior executives. Not trying to build a close personal relationship, not trying to be too personable. And the number 3 mistake I see, and I see this in a lot of sellers, and sometimes it's intentional and many times it's not, is to not be totally upfront about the risks of working with you, about the risks of undertaking a certain venture, about the risks of going down a certain path or buying some solution, and trying to sweep it under the rug. Now again, many times this is unintentional, right? But whether it's unintentional or not, here's a rule. Hide it and they will find it. Hide it and they will find it. Again, senior executives, C-suite executives tend to be very smart, educated, highly driven people. They are very, very, very well prepared to ask piercing questions and to understand where the risks are in a potential plan. By being completely and totally upfront about it, and by telling them what the risks are and how you will mitigate those risks, you start building trust. You start positioning yourself as a trusted advisor and differentiating yourself from the dozens of other sellers out there who want to sell to senior executives. So there you go. 3 tactics that are commonly preached in sales training throughout the world that actually stop you, that hinder your efforts from selling to the C-suite and selling to senior executives. Number 1, trying to go around the gatekeeper. Instead, work with the gatekeeper, collaborate with them in order to understand what their boss values and get the meeting. Number two, trying to get in there the good graces, trying to be too personable, trying to be too friendly, if you will. Instead, focus on delivering business value first, and automatically the relationship will follow. And number three, not being completely open and transparent, upfront about the risks and how you will manage them. If you enjoyed this video, as always, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I look forward to hearing you, or hearing from you rather. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. And until then, happy selling.